So I've been up Skiddaw today, I've had a fantastic walk and I'm still going to make time to cook. So there's absolutely no excuses. If you've been at work, it takes no time at all to cook this. It's really quick, really easy, and it's full of flavour, which is the most important thing. So to make this chicken Kiev, I've got some breadcrumbs, I've made those up ready, I've got some flour, and then I just need to make an egg wash. So 3 eggs should be enough for this. I absolutely love making chicken Kievs, and what really gets my goat is those pre-made ones, because they really are nothing like the real thing. For the butter, which is really key for chicken Kievs, I want to add in some wild sorrel. Now I've picked this in the woods and it's got a really lemony flavour. It's fantastic. It's almost when you bite into it, it's like putting your tongue on a cut lemon, you get that real sharpness. So it's going to work really well. We're just going to chop all these herbs up. I'm going to add some butter and then I'm going to add some red chilli just to give it a little bit of fire, give it some real guts. It's going to taste fantastic, this one. So just pop the sorrel all chopped up into a bowl, and then we want some butter. So I want probably half a block here, should be fine, so that's 125 grams. And then I want some red chilli. Cut the top off there, straight down the middle. I'm going to get rid of the seeds because I don't want it to be too fiery. I just want a little bit of heat in here. So cut the chilli into really nice, fine little pieces. We don't want great big chunks of chilli in there. We just want a gentle kind of warming chilli heat in this. So in with the chilli, and then I want a little squeeze of lemon juice, about half a lemon should be more than enough. So give it a really good mix up. This is softened butter, so it's really quick to mix together. You can always just chuck all this in the food processor if you want, but it's such a little amount for so much washing up, I can't really be bothered with that. So into a piping bag, which makes it really easy to get into the chicken once we get to that stage. So these disposable ones are brilliant for that. Fold it over around your hand, a bit like a glove, and then that leaves that pocket there. And then just scoop the butter in here. A few bits left there. Get rid of that. And then, great thing is if it's not really mixed well, kind of use your hands and just kind of mush it all up. And that'll help get all the lemon juice, the chilli, the sorrel all mixed together. Great thing about this is as well, if you don't use it all, just chuck it straight in the freezer and it'll keep for ages till next time you fancy these Kievs. Okay, so we need the chicken now. So red board on there. And then I've got 4 chicken breasts. Just gonna do 2 of them for this. So I'll take those on out. That'll be fine for now. Now, the top end of the breast here, that's where we need to cut a little cavity into. So just pop the chicken breast flat and just push your knife in and just kind of push it straight through. And this will create like a little cavity for us. Turn the knife around so it's facing the other way and then do the same again. And what that's done is that's created this pocket there that we can get the garlic butter in. So I'll just do the other one. So pop the knife in one way and then turn the blade round and do the same again. Now, we've got our piping bag here, so just cut the top off. Not too big a hole there. And then take the chicken breast, pop the piping bag in there, and then just squeeze gently. There we go. Key is don't overfill these, otherwise you're just going to be in a disaster when it cooks. So that's plenty. Do the second one. There we go, perfect. So nice and quick. So first thing we need to do, just dip it straight in the flour. Now the key to this, for successful breadcrumbing, one hand never goes in the eggs. There we go. Dust off any excess flour, drop that in the eggs, give it a roll around, turn it over, and then drop that straight into the breadcrumbs and then just roll it around the bowl and it'll get really nice and evenly coated. If you feel like you need to get your hands in and just turn it around a bit more, get some on there, do it. And then just lift that out, knock off any breadcrumbs, and then just pop that on a plate there. I'm gonna get this frying pan nice and hot ready. And then I'm just gonna do exactly the same again. So into the flour, into the egg, give it a shake round, and then into the breadcrumbs, give it a good roll around. There we go, perfect. Nice hot pan there, getting really hot. So we want some olive oil into the pan. There's plenty there. Now, really carefully, just drop the chicken breasts, lay them away from you into the pan. There we go. And to get this really, really nice and golden, I'm just going to add a little knob of butter into the pan. So just pop that in as well, and that'll help just get it really nice and rich. Just carefully turn these over. Once they're nice and golden, look at that, they look fantastic. Lovely golden colour. Just transfer them onto a tray. I'll pop those in the oven for 20 minutes, about 180 degrees, and then they'll be perfectly cooked. All that butter will be really melted, it'll be lovely. Head to channel4.com/4food for full